Day I came by and I updated your computers with the new Munis software that was on April 10 that Rivanna's Munis 9.3 was installed, and some of you may have been having trouble getting to Munis the old way. The old way involved Rivanna Live, Rivanna Train, and the VPN client, and those have now gone away. When I got to your computers yesterday, I installed the programs and it left a gdc.exe and iExplore and VPN client, or not VPN client, Crystal Reports on your screen. I'm going to deal with GDC and iExplore this morning. First thing I'm going to have you do is give these a more descriptive name. So I'm going to click once, not double click because that'll start the program. I'm going to click once on the name, and you may have to click a second time in order to get the name highlighted so that you can type in a more descriptive name. And I'm going to use Munis space 9.3. You can call it whatever you want, it won't matter, and then hit return. I'm going to do the same thing for the iExplore icon. I'm going to click once, click twice on the name if I have to, and then we're going to call this Munis 9.3 dashboard. Hit return. Next, I'm going to then go to this new icon and I'm going to double click. Now, unfortunately, the first time through this, I made a mistake and it came up with a message, and you should see this, that says, do you trust the publisher of this remote app program? There is a checkbox there, not on my screen here, you'll see it, that says don't ask me again for remote connections from this publisher. You can put a check in that checkbox and then you can click connect, and like me, you will never see that screen again. If you want to see that screen every time, just click connect and don't click the checkbox. But what happens after you get there is you will come here and you'll have to enter your credentials. And your credentials start with, in all caps, MAISD AD / and then your username, which is, in my case, R.A. Robertson, JL. Then you'll have to enter your password, which you get to see me do right now. Hopefully I hit all of the characters there. I'm going to click OK. And I thought I missed one, so I'm going to enter it again. You'll notice that MAISD dropped off of there. Hopefully it knows who I am. And there we go. You are now here where you can select your district and you can select live, test, or train. If you hover between the two columns, you'll get the double-headed arrow. You can pull that to the right so that you can see all of the available schools. I'm going to click on here and hopefully that will, notice how my little arrow went like that. That should have, there we go. Puts them in alphabetical order so that I can find them. I'm going to try live. I don't know what the difference between those three are, but we click live and then I click start, or maybe double click. Yeah, there we go. And once again, we put in our username and our password. Click OK. If you get this, that is OK. What you want to do is you want to click here on Accept, and this screen will open. You need to select for a second time Live Test or Train. I selected Live the first time, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit Start. Once again, you have to log in, and I believe they told me that you only do this once. At least I hope so, because this would not be fun to have to do every single time. But we'll soon find out if we do. Click OK. And this looks good. Sometimes you're supposed to get a... you might get an error. If you do, you would answer yes to it. Also, for those of us that are using Windows 7, which is basically everybody but Ann, Jeannie, Russ, and Lynn, you might get another error. And there are additional instructions that you would have to follow. So if you get an error that says something, the screen says something like remote app disconnected because of an error in the licensing protocol, try again. I have a program, and I will create another screen recording for you on something that the ISD has given me that needs to be installed, and it will be okay. We'll make it okay for you to get into Munis. But at this point, it looks like I am logged in. I can do whatever I need to do, and I am done. So I'm going to X that out. I'm going to quit this, and that is the end of this screen recording.